Welcome back to PeakYou channel. Thank you for choosing us among 1,000 videos out there. If you are new here, PeakYou is here to help you improve yourself, motivate you to make changing in your life to become a better you. In this video, we will talk about 6 things you should eliminate to be more successful in 2024. The first thing is that you need to avoid constantly comparing yourself to others. Each person has their own path, achievements, and successes that should be valued without reference to others. The harmful habit of comparing our lives to others can negatively impact our emotional well-being and hinder our personal growth. Moreover, it lowers our self-esteem as we risk falling into the trap of unfavorable comparison, focusing on what we think we lack instead of recognizing our own strength and accomplishment. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we lose sight of our own goals and desires. We get distracted from what truly matters and focus on what we think we should have or achieve based on others' standards. This prevents us from moving forward on our own journey and achieving our individual goals. By eliminating comparison, we can cultivate gratitude for our own circumstances and celebrate our own progress and growth. Remember that each person has their own unique way and individual circumstances, and comparing yourself to others is neither fair nor healthy. Each of us has different strengths, challenges, and life paths. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, it is more productive to focus on your own learning and personal development. Conscious use of social media is the second thing we should eliminate to become more successful. Imagine for a moment that your life is a book filled with fascinating stories, learnings, and adventures. Now think of social media as a library where millions of other stories are shared every second. Exciting, isn't it? But here lies a subtle danger: constant comparison. As we flip through the glossy pages of these digital stories, we often find ourselves comparing our most challenging chapters with the highlight moments of others. The comparison, often unfair and unrealistic, can lead us into the cycle of dissatisfaction and envy. Can you see how this can be harmful? With this in mind, it's essential to learn to limit our consumption of these digital stories. Imagine deciding to visit this digital library with a clear purpose. You enter, look for exactly what you need, whether it's connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to the reality of your own book, the book of your life. But how do you do this in practice? Start by defining specific times of the day to check your social media instead of getting lost in it at every moment, be it during breakfast or break at work or at the end of the day. This helps create a structure that prevents social media from dominating your time and thoughts. Another effective strategy is to question the intention behind each online interaction. Ask yourself, am I seeking something constructive here or just killing time? This reflection can help differentiate productive use from aimless passive consumption. Moreover, it's crucial to recognize the signs that social media is negatively impacting your mood or self-esteem. If you find yourself feeling down after using these platforms, it might be time to take a break. Use this time to reconnect with activities that bring joy and satisfaction in real world, like reading a book, engaging in a hobby, or simply enjoying nature. By adopting these practices, you not only protect your mental health, but also rediscover the beauty of your own story without the constant need for comparison with other stories. Remember, each of us has a unique path to walk, filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges. And that is exactly what makes each story, including yours, so valuable and unique. Reflect on how you can start writing the next chapter of your story today with less influence from the digital world and more focus on what truly matters in your life. Now, let's get to our third thing we need to get rid of: the pursuit of external approval. We live in a world where often a person's worth seems to be tied with others' perceptions. Today, I invite you to explore the liberation that comes from breaking free from this incessant search for approval. Imagine yourself on a stage, under the spotlight. Around you, a crowd of expectant faces, each with an opinion on how you should act, speak, and be. Can you see how suffocating this can be? Now, visualize yourself stepping off that stage and entering a peaceful space, a place where the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This metaphor illustrates the importance of recognizing and valuing your own inner voice above the external noise. When we base our actions and decisions on the quest for approval, we drift away from who we truly are and what we genuinely desire. It's like constantly trying to wear an outfit that doesn't fit you just to please others. Now think about the times when you felt most fulfilled and content. There were probably moments when you were aligned with your own values and beliefs, regardless of what others thought and expected. This is the essence of living authentically, but how can we practice this in our daily lives? It starts with a small steps. For instance, the next time you are about to make a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly want to, or because it's what others expect of me? Learn to trust your intuition and recognize your own desires and needs. Another powerful practice is strengthening your self-esteem. Value your qualities, celebrate your achievements, and learn from your mistakes. And finally, cultivate relationships that support and encourage you to be your best self. Surround yourself with people who respect your individuality and encourage you to express your true essence. By freeing ourselves from the need for external approval, we open the doors to be more authentic and rewarding path. It's a path that allows us to be true protagonists of our lives, writing our own stories with the ink of authenticity and courage. And with that, we conclude this second topic, hoping that it serves as an invitation to reflect on how you can live a more authentic life, true to yourself, away from the shadows of others' approval. The fourth thing is the way we handle our relationships, whether in friendships or love. Relationships are like mirrors, reflecting various facets of our lives, and they bring experiences that shape who we are. But there is a delicate line here, the line of privacy and discretion. Think of a relationship as a secret garden, a place where you nurture emotions, dreams, and special moments. This garden is a space that deserves respect and care. When a relationship ends, whether a friendship or a romance, it's natural to feel pain, confusions, and a need to process what happened. However, it's essential to remember that the details of this garden, this shared story, belongs to only you and the other person involved. By choosing not to divulge intimate details or reasons for the breakup, you are not only preserving the dignity for both parties, but also protecting your own heart. Sharing this information with others can open doors to misunderstandings, judgments, and worse, gossip. This doesn't contribute to healing. Rather, it can prolong the pain and create a cycle of negativity. So, how can we deal with the end of a relationship healthily? First, it's crucial to give yourself time and space to heal. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, but do so introspectively. If necessary, seek for support of a mental health professional, someone who can provide objective guidance and support. Second, cultivate the habit of personal reflection instead of seeking external validation or comfort. Turn inward. Ask yourself, what have I learned from these relationships, and how can I use those lessons to grow? Every relationship, even those that end, brings valuable lessons. Finally, remember that maintaining discretion and privacy is a sign of maturity and respect, not just for the other person, but for yourself. As you close a chapter in your life, do so with grace and dignity, knowing that each experience prepares you for what to come. And the next thing you should let go of is unrealistic expectations. This is an invitation to an internal journey where we will explore how our expectations can shape and sometimes distort our perception of reality. Let's start with a metaphor. Imagine your life as a grand adventure across a vast ocean. Each expectation is like a sail on your boat, helping to propel you towards your dreams and goals. However, when these sails are too large, when your expectations become unrealistic, they can steer us off course, leading us into turbulent waters of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Unrealistic expectations are like maps, promising treasures that don't exist. They make us chase ideals of perfection in ourselves, others, and the situations we experience. But the question we should ask is, are these ideals truly ours, or have they been imposed by external influences like society, culture, or even media? To begin detaching from these expectations, we first need to recognize them. This requires honesty and introspection. Ask yourself, do these expectations lift me up or weigh me down? Do they reflect who I truly am and what I value? The next step is practicing acceptance. Acceptance of who you are, where you are in your journey, and the circumstances you cannot control. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, but rather recognizing and appreciating the process of getting there, with all its imperfections and challenges. Furthermore, it's crucial to learn to set realistic and achievable goals, goals that resonate with your true essence, and not with an idolized image of success. This also involves celebrating the small victories along the way, acknowledging that each step, no matter how small, is valuable progress. Finally, remember that the journey is as important as the destination. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you allow life to flow more naturally and peacefully, opening up space for surprises and joys that couldn't be planned. I hope it inspires you to navigate life with selves, adjusted to reality, appreciating the beauty of the journey with all its twists and turns and discoveries. Entering a territory often overlooked in our daily interactions, but which has a significant impact on our well-being and the relationships. We cultivate participation in gossips and the spread of negativity. We will explore how choosing to distance ourselves from these behaviors can not only improve our state of mind, but also enrich the quality of our relationships. Imagine every word we speak as a seed we plant in the garden of our lives, in the lives of others. Understanding. Conversely, when we engage in gossip or negative talk, we are planting seed of misunderstandings, distrust, and conflict. Participating in gossips may seem harmless or even a form of social connection, but in reality, it's a two-way street that leads to disrespect and devaluing others and ourselves. Moreover, by focusing on negativity, we feed a mindset that obscures our ability to see the good and the positive around us. So how can we veer off this road and choose a more positive path? First, it's important to be aware of the conversations we partake in. When a dialogue begins to veer into gossips or unnecessary criticisms, try gently changing the subject or highlighting something positive about the person or situation in question. Additionally, practice empathy before speaking or sharing something about someone. Ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? This simple question can be a powerful guide to keeping our conversation respectful and constructive. Another important step is to cultivate a positive environment around you. Surround yourself with people who also value positivity and authenticity in interactions. Together, you can create a culture of mutual respect and support. Lastly, remember that change starts with you. By choosing not to partake in gossip and negativity, you are not only protecting your own integrity, but also setting an example for others. By adopting these principles in our lives, we can cultivate a more positive, empathetic, and resilient mindset, contributing to more genuinely personal growth and more meaningful interpersonal relationships. And that when we choose words of support, encouragement, and positivity, we plant seeds of kindness and has wrapped up our video today. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below to share your thoughts. We will discuss about it and we will make a small step in changing ourselves. Hit the subscribe button for more content. This is PeakYou channel and thank you for watching this video. See you in our next topic. Goodbye.